Very warm welcome back to coverage from the Mixed Open here at the England Touch Nationals. It's the North East Raiders in green taking on the Midlands Tigers in the white and orange. And after a goalless, or scoreless first half, we are expecting a little bit more in the second. Myself and James Hurd with you on the commentary. James, what do these two teams need to do a little bit either better or differently in this second half to improve their fortunes?
So for me, first of all, they've got to get the consistency up a little bit more. And one thing, definitely inject a bit more energy into it. Just get the defence rolling a bit. They seem to, I mean, they're looking, you just got a roll ball on your line, you just defended a tap off, you're thinking brilliant, set of six, let's clear our half, touch 2 balls to ground. So now if you're Midlands Tigers, you're thinking happy days, set of 6, we're about 10 metres out, bit of composure now, set stuff up, run it. So let's see this up here. This is it's the left mid's coming down. So okay, so we got 2 mids. He's going out to still a player subbing on, so he's taking up so much space across there. So see how it's not a very central setup in the middle of the pitch. They've really eliminated almost any options on the right hand side there because it's just too compressed. So you're making the life easier for the North East Raiders there. You want to set that middle of the park, that's what you're doing. And then you've got options both sides.
Now,
here we go.
2 options to the right.
Get it down. Here we go.
There's that pass forward.
Oh, there we are.
First touchdown is scored by the Midlands Tigers. It's only taken, well, less than 2 minutes of the second half, which seems difficult in many ways. Having a look at it, it was nicely worked from the Tigers and fed out nicely on the far side.
That's a good touchdown, actually, that, to be fair. Who is that?
Just having a look at the team sheet, and I have a suspicion that she's not actually on it. Oh, in fact, I know exactly who it is. I think it's Jade Wong on the outside, wearing number 3. It's a tidy finish for the Midlands Tigers. They won't care who scored. They will just care that they scored.
In this game so far, that could be it. That could be the winner.
North East Raiders will really be hoping in so many ways that's not the case.
Number 99, so 32 short. Going short side. 6th tackle. That was last tackle. So, but that's better. Finishing the set of 6 on the line, having a go at the line. Tigers got to drive it out now.
Go hard!
This is good. Tackle 2 on the 10. This is fine. Tackle 3 on around about halfway, probably. Perfect. Good yards. Good momentum now. Here we are. 4 set up.
A little bit more like it. This from Midlands Tigers. And do they have an nearly had an option on the near side with Joanna Howson.
Hands up, who's 15?
It was close.
Get up, Adam. They let him box.
Certainly was. They looked a fraction sharper in the second half. Maybe that team talk in the oranges was what was needed at half time. Oh, it's a solid shot.
Up, Josh! Up, James! Get up!
No love lost with that touch, was there?
Takes it. I think there was one in my game. I went to make a touch and the guy absolutely smashed into me. I went rolling backwards. I probably caught that on camera. I'll probably have a fine for that later on in the weekend.
Probably have all your mates turning it into gifts and sending it around all your WhatsApp groups.
Yeah. Stay strong in the tackle is the person who coaching is me. It's never mind. Got the win, so it matters.
How are you rating your guys' chances for the competition this weekend? Have you got high hopes?
It's an interesting one, yeah. We've got a couple of boys. There's a lad who's playing with us that's coming in tomorrow, Crossmits. So looking forward to having him into the team. And then another chap who's coming on Monday. So we're bolstering the ranks as the weekend goes, but given we're in the men's 30s, there's a fairly good chance that someone will develop a little niggle over the course of the weekend and have to sit out. So you never know, we might not, and we'll have good numbers throughout the weekend. But yeah, obviously you have a squad to compensate for injuries and stuff. So yeah, numbers increasing. They're experienced boys. We should grow into it a bit. And I think we'll do all right. You don't know. You don't quite know. Oh, it's a good step. Lovely.
Well, he's thrown the defender this way and that. It's a lovely touchdown from Richard Moody, who gets the North East Raiders on the board. This is all about the individual quality of Moody.
Right mid making the touch. He gets him cornering. He comes back in. Oh, snap.
There's one for his highlight reel. Few things I imagine more satisfying playing touch than selling someone for a step and leaving them on the deck.
I couldn't tell you what it feels like. I can tell you what it feels like to be on the receiving end of it.
The Tigers have that one break down. Well, both teams are on the board, which is really exactly what this match needed. Still relatively early in the second half here, just over 5 minutes gone. Still the best part of a quarter of an hour to go.
Do you know how these two teams got in the first game?
Well, the Midlands Tigers took the Northwest Blades all the way, as we see North East Raiders go through for the second touchdown there, right on the outside. And so Jonathan Clark, number 11, somehow evaded everyone. So we're going to look at this one. So number 1, Marion Hodson, who couldn't quite keep it in range of one of her arms, and it's really, really well finished.
Yeah,
Jonathan Clark.
I don't know how you got that in that short side there, but from this angle there's obviously a bigger gap than we can see, but the defence should have cornered a bit and forced him back inside. That's what you're trying to do as a defence, but yeah, bit of pace there, and it can be a factor in the mixed game as well when you get guys against girls. Some guys can have the pace advantage over the girl link. Not always. There's some really quick girls out there as well.
Yeah, one of the highlights of the recent Europeans for me personally was watching the two mixed teams from Wales and Scotland go at it in the final of that tournament. What an unbelievable match that was.
Yeah, I watched that one on YouTube, and phenomenal game. That really phenomenal. The stuff they played, the efficiency, the lines they were running, the holes they were chopping, comms were really clear. It was a cracking game to watch.
And that was one that if you were perhaps new to touch and wondered if, I don't know, the girls could hang with the guys, that match tells you, yeah, absolutely. The girls have such a key role. They tend to be the wings and the links. So, you know, they're catching, in conditions like this, when the ball's dry and there's not much wind and all the rest of it, if a guy fizzes a ball out to the wings, you know, some of these players catch the ball and make it look absolutely really easy. Number 10 is really committing to this. But it's Hannah Suzuki flying into absolutely every challenge.
But obviously what we've got with the World Cup coming up, there'll be training going on all through the winter months, and if you're on the wing, you've got to catch these balls in cold conditions or wet and windy. Probably don't see much of the ball, and all of a sudden there's a 25-metre bullet coming at you, and you know you've got to catch it and try and get the thing down. It's a lot of pressure in rather few moments, really, whereas the mids tend to see a lot of the ball so they can get in there and they can get warmed up. But yeah, the key positions. So it's this subbing on, they just need to get that ball and just run it hard, drag it hard over to the far side, get that defence spread back out again. At the minute they're playing into the hands of the North East Raiders defence there and just allowing them to stay horizontally compressed and not forcing them to be dragged around.
Yeah, it's a slow pace, this, isn't it? That's a nice little step, and now they can get on the move. Large couldn't quite escape the attentions of Phil Warboys. It's a good burst of pace. Really overthrown pass. How full the car park is at this place. It really is jam-packed around the field here. Just looking outside the window, and there's people as far as the eye can see. St Ives has been taken over wide touch this weekend.
Yeah, it's my 4th year coming now, and it's grown and grown and grown every year. And obviously we've got the juniors and the masters coming up in a few weeks' time as well. So, oh, here we go, bit of a gap there. Oh, good touch, nice. Made good yards in. So yeah, that just shows how much the game's grown at national level as well.
Well, it started off in 2012, this competition. It was just a men's open and a women's open. Wasn't many teams in either. And now we've got 4 categories. Pretty full in all of them. The game is constantly growing. Well, it's just a nice thing to be a part of, really.
Oh yeah, the growth of the game's been phenomenal. Like I say, I've been playing it for 4 years now, and I've seen it, everything from the club that I play at, G4 down in Guildford. That's grown and grown and grown, both socially and competitively. There's another team that I help coach down at London Irish. It's a women's only team, and that's going really strong. They host a women's only tournament down at their ground, and then you come to national setups like this, and like I say, when I started there wasn't a juniors and a masters, and now we've got those categories of nationals as well. So the game at every level is continuing to grow. And
well, from your perspective, how did you get into the game? You mentioned you took it up 4 years ago or so. What attracted you to the sport initially?
So I used to play rugby. Being Welsh, it's kind of like Sparta. You don't have a choice, you know.
Yeah.
You're born and you get a rugby ball thrown at you. It doesn't mean you're any good, mind you. But so played rugby growing up. Played it a bit through uni and stuff as well. And then I'm not the biggest guy. It's got to be a score, isn't it?
That's really nicely done.
Nice.
It's Richard Moody again, who's really shown his quality. It's his second touchdown. Have a look at this one. Story back up, and again, just that quick little hop from Moody. Steps in.
So that's Saver mid there. So the mid who made the touch with the white boots there is cornered, which is fine. He's forced back in. The other mid should be coming up and shut him down, but he's just hung on the line. But I think that's come off the back of a bit of good driving there. They had them rolling, so he's probably feeling a little bit fatigued. 32 minutes in, this is where these holes start to appear. Fatigue kicks in, and you've got to really dig deep now in these moments of the games. This is where a tight game can all of a sudden pull away, and the score looks a bit more flattering sometimes than the game is. So, but yeah, I started playing rugby. Well, grew up playing rugby, played a bit through uni, and then packed it in because I was getting smashed about and just fed up with
Getting smashed about.
Yeah, basically. But really enjoyed playing the game and really enjoyed the game in general. And then I was coming back from I started doing a fair bit of running, sort of 10Ks and half marathons and things, and joined a running club. And then I was coming back from that one day and saw them playing touch on the park near where I live. They had banners up and stuff like that, so I googled it, got in touch with the club, that was Guildfordians, which is known as G4, so it's our touch team, and then started playing with them. And it was a club that was very much in its infancy. They'd never really played much competitive touch. They'd been going for a couple of years, but it was just a social thing really. And there were a few faces. Oh, and the ball's not quite got away, but Midlands is on the deck again. She's got a bit of a limp now. I think she's right. I think she'll be able to run that off.
So what was that for, please? The player made the touch, was offside. Okay, thank you. Okay. Go, stay. Stay off, stay off, stay off. 7-1. I don't know, someone else has it. Yes! Yes! Great running, Ian!
Somersault finishes, but this is really, really good.
We do have a guy in our team who's he was a good gymnast, so it's a solid 7 out of 10. Finishing like that. So 2 scores in it, 4 minutes to go. You can easily get 2 scores in 4 minutes, but we could have a nice little finish here.
Well, let's hope so. It's really livened up in the second half in an offensive sense.
Was a big hole there to hit.
Nice, Joe.
Oh,
Good work, Joe.
Off comes the visor.
Who's won?
And back goes the ball to the Tigers.
It's better pace running onto it. It's halfway in, over halfway in 3.
Come up.
This is 5 coming. Doesn't look like there's much on. You just want to. Oh no, it's 6.
Quick turnover. Don't let them hold it.
And we can just see that the Raiders looking to pick up a little bit of the pace.
Go. James and Ben up.
They'll be pretty happy at where the game currently sits. Just have to see this one out now. It's a slight error though from Georgia Blessed.
Tigers need to inject a bit of urgency into this now. 2 down, 3 minutes to go. Got to have a crack.
Emily forward, taken up by Large.
Intercepting 2 plays there. Nice control.
Sorry, Ben, I didn't realise it was
Nearly.
You and Ian. James, next
It just looked like Midlands just looked like they could do a voice on the pitch just to calm it down and try and control things a little bit, give a bit of structure to things, and just talk the rest of the team through what's happening. There's a bit of a conductor there. Short.
Another plunge for the line, but the referee's called the touch there. He has.
Yeah, Harry's right there. We'll go back now. Make sure you kick back in, straighten back up. We're conditioning them well though.
Taking up a lot of space on that short side there. They want to almost overrun it, they have there, so they just want to either run a switch or straighten up a bit. It's still very, very right of centre.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah. It's a big ask hurling that ball all the way out to the near side here, but
I attempted one in our first game and it went for an intercept, so that's my one attempt for the weekend done.
Learned your lesson, dude.
Yes, another fine there. I'm racking up fines already. We've only played 2 games.
Back come the Raiders then.
Up, Em, get up!
Close this game with a final flurry.
Are you 3 going next?
1 minute left before the hooter, and they'll be confident. At this point, they've got the game sewn up with a 2-score cushion. I wouldn't mind extending it though.
It's a slightly unorthodox backdoor.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Really, really good. And it's finished off by Neil Hennigan in the middle. Really good work by Phil Warboys to set that one up. And it's going to end with a 3-score cushion for the North East Raiders.
Yeah, the saver mid for the Tigers there shut, but his link didn't come with him, so that's why there was a hole there for him to almost fall into, give him the 3-score lead. It's better pace, much better pace. Step out. That's a good scramble from the mid.
Yeah, did really well to get out there, did Richard Moody. Who to go? His final play of the match.
Why not?
Oh, unlucky. It doesn't quite come off for Dronhausen and for the Midlands Tigers, but after a scoreless first half, well, the game livened up a whole lot in the second.